Hey Leo, this read is for you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll start with my oracle cards like I always do, and then move to the tarot just to clarify. So universe, what messages do you have for Leo today? Whoa, I felt like that one wanted to go have some guidance and some advice. Felt like that one wanted to go too. So we're going to go ahead and get started here and see what she has in store for you guys. Moving on, financial and material changes, material harvest, positive movement forward, and power. So I feel like we're definitely talking about a transitional period. Really it's something to do with money, career, a job. There may be other aspects of it as well, but I feel like that's going to be a big part of this read. Because I feel like whatever this change is, it also involved a career and job or job position. And I feel like it's going to be paying off right away. Maybe a raise, a bonus, a new salary. Something's coming along where you're going to be making more money. Fertility, material and spiritual prosperity, movement, choices, decisions, sacrifice, and temptation. Ooh. Definitely feeling a change in career and job position. Moving on up, making more money, growing a new future for yourself. I feel like that's what the fertility card speaks to. Growing a new future, growing a new life. I'm going to keep pulling more cards, and we're just going to build on this read because I want to find out more about this. Okay. So we have the Judgment card here. Judgment card, sometimes called the Karma card. So it can speak about maybe if somebody wasn't too nice, they're about to get some of that paid back. But if you put a lot of work into something, you're about to see the payoff of that too. And I feel like that's what all of this is. You've put the time and the effort into this job, into looking for this new position or trying to earn this new position, and you're now being rewarded with it, as well as, from what many of the cards say, the wage that goes along with it. Because I feel like there's gonna be money here. I have the Two of Pentacles, which tends to represent a balance between home and work life. So I feel like in your work, to be able to earn this opportunity, maybe there were some other sacrifices personally that you had to make, and I feel like that's where that card might come in. The King of Wands and the King of Cups. And I'm not entirely sure where they fit in. I feel like they're speaking to people. I feel like the King of Wands, I feel a more angry vibe coming off of him. So I'm not sure if this is going to be maybe your partner who was angry because you were busy with work for quite a while, or if this is going to be somebody at work who's pissed that you got the opportunity that they wanted. So I'm going to keep pulling cards because I just want to clarify those ones too. So I feel like the King of Wands, I feel like this is going to be a relationship with your partner, because I got the Queen of Wands underneath. And usually when I get the King and Queen of the same suit, is speaking to you and your partner. So I feel like things have been rough at home, maybe because of this. This time apart, the time that you've been putting in to work to be able to get this opportunity that will benefit both of you in building your life. Why do I feel like there's somebody else causing shit here? I feel like it's that King of Cups. Because on top of the King of Cups, I got the Devil card. And sometimes he just speaks of a destructive energy for me. So just negative emotions having negative impacts on your life. Oh, I really get a person vibe off of him. But not you and not your partner. Someone else. Someone else. And next to it, I got the Ace of Wands. And I also get a very negative vibe off of the Ace of Wands. That has to do with this person as well. And ulterior motives. Like maybe trying to be friends with your partner and be an emotional support, but that's not actually their intention. Their intention might be something else to drive a wedge between the two of you. Maybe an affair. I feel like it's very negative intentions. A very, very negative vibe coming off of that. I'm sure I'll find out more in the cards to keep going. I have the Temperance card here. The Temperance card represents a balance between emotion and logic. To me, it's speaking of you and your partner. And having gone through this together, little bit of the upheaval that the time taken away from you guys as a couple has caused. Being able to sit down and talk about things rationally without getting angry and yelling at each other, without being defensive, being able to be understanding and patient. And I feel like if you guys can do that, this is going to be your end result. The Nine of Cups speaks of emotional abundance. So I don't feel like your relationship is going down the tube or nothing. I feel like there's this person trying to make it happen, trying to weasel their way in there. But I feel like you guys have a pretty solid past together, and a lot of potential of being able to bring things back into balance and to find your way through and be a lot happier because of it. I have the Justice card. To me, she represents bringing balance back to your life, because actually, as I was saying that, I pulled the Justice card. So I feel like that's what it is that healthy balance between work and home, and having now achieved this goal, being able to bring things back into balance, because you won't have to put the same amount of time and effort in that extra that you had to do before, now that you've achieved that. I have the Knight of Pentacles, which also represents something that you've been working towards for a long time, finally coming to fruition. So I feel like this has been going on for a while. You've been plugging away at this for a while, trying to earn this opportunity for the family. I have the Wheel of Fortune card, which also represents your fortunes changing for the better. So good omens all the way around in terms of finances. And then I got two more cards here that, to me, are related to your relationship. So I have the Four of Wands, which represents setting a solid foundation for the future. And I have the Queen of Cups sitting next to it. And the Queen of Cups, to me, in this read, feels of understanding and patience and emotional fulfillment. To me, it also speaks to the Temperance card and being able to bring your relationship back into balance and have harmony in the household. Just that third party person I'm worried about. So I have the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles represents abundance. And to me, when I see her, I see happiness and financial. So I feel like it's dual. It's personal and money as well. I have the King of Pentacles next to her. And to me, I feel like this is you with your financial situation changing. I don't want want to say you're going to be rich or you're going to be wealthy, but definitely much better off than what you guys have been. It's going to ease a lot of burdens. It's going to provide you guys with a new and better life. Eight of Cups represents moving forward on a new journey. And I think that's what it's going to be for you guys. I got the Five of Wands as well. The Five of Wands represents conflict, and I got it next to the Moon card, and the Moon card can represent things that are still unknown to you, and I feel like it's tied into this third party. I feel like the Moon card speaks to you finding out who this third party, their identity. And when you do, I feel like there's going to be hell to pay. I feel like there's going to be a big blowout. You're going to be pretty angry. Who is this person? I feel like this line speaks to it as well. I have the King of Swords. I feel like that's going to be hunting for the truth, uncovering truth. I then have the Seven of Cups, and I believe that that speaks of you trying to decide exactly how you're going to deal with this person and what they were doing, because I think they know exactly what they were doing. I don't think this was some sort of accidental, we're friends and whoops, now some feelings have developed. I feel like this was some behind the scenes planning, sabotage. I don't even know that there were feelings involved. I think this was just more of somebody being a jerk and trying to make trouble where there didn't have to be trouble. Just because, for whatever reason, maybe they have a grudge against you. I'm not entirely sure from the cards, but this was something that they had thought out and went after. I have the Four of Swords. To me, the Four of Swords also ties in with the Seven of Cups and taking time to decide exactly how you want to deal with this situation. I have the Tower card, which I think speaks of the connection with this person. It's things coming to a disappointing ending, and is sometimes in a very dramatic way, and I think that would tie in with the Five of Wands, that there would be a big blowout when you figure out the truth. There's definitely going to be, you're going to need a cooling off period, and I feel like that's what the Four of Swords speaks to as well. I think it's going to be a big blowout. And now as to whether there's any other repercussions of that, I'm not entirely sure. I think it would depend on the relationship of this person to you and exactly how close the two of you are. So I have the Hermit card here. The Hermit card speaks of introspection and sort of soul searching. You know what? I feel like it ties into the Death card, and the Death card represents a change and moving from one chapter of your life to another. And I think that's what's going to trigger sort of the introspection. It's going to make you sort of take a step back and appreciate what you have and appreciate your life and your partner and how hard you worked for everything, and now that you get to enjoy it. I have the Knight of Swords. When I look at him, I just see the words triumph. That's the word that I get. Triumph. And I have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords speaks of being trapped in negative emotions. I feel like this ties into this third party when you find out who they are. I think it speaks of the anger and how it's going to wind up in a big blowout. So definitely something you need to watch for. So I have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can represent going through financial hardships. I don't know, like, I don't think you guys were destitute, but I feel like I feel like this new influx of money is going to make a big difference in your life. I feel like it's a pretty good chunk of change. It's definitely going to change things around. And I have the Five of Pentacles next to the Six of Wands, which speaks of triumph. So again, for me, that shows that it's going to be a significant difference, a significant amount of money. That's going to help you guys. And I have the Emperor as well. To me, he ties into the King of Pentacles and sort of feeling like you have it all. I think you're just going to feel rich. And it's not just the money. I think when everything comes into perspective, so I feel like you and your partner are going to be able to hash things out. You're going to sort of close ranks, so to speak, against this person who's trying to cause issues and drive a wedge in between you guys. And I feel like the two of you are going to come back together. It's going to make you closer. And just in all aspects of your life, you're going to feel rich and like all of it paid off. It was all worth it in the end. So I have harmony, wisdom, disruption, and balance. So I feel like disruption definitely speaks of this person who was trying to weasel in where they didn't belong. And I feel like balance is speaking to you, bringing everything back into balance. So being able to quash that person's attempt at weaseling their way into your relationship and causing drama. I feel like in squashing that, in being able to give now more time to your partner because you've achieved your goal career-wise, and the money coming in, I think everything's just going to fall back into balance. And I think harmony is going to be your end result here. I think that's what you guys are going to wind up getting out of all of this, even though it was rough at times. I feel like definitely you're going to be able to look back and see that it was all worth it because it all took you guys to a better place in the end. Alrighty guys, that's what this read says to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to comment because I love hearing from you guys. Take care.